Hello and welcome to your weekend edition of LMU Community TV News. I'm Ashley Hurley. Thank you for joining us. Effective January 1st, 2016, Brian Kessler, D.O., will become the second dean of Lincoln Memorial University DeBusk College of Osteopathic Medicine. Kessler is currently the Associate Dean for Clinical Affairs at the Campbell University Jerry M. Wallace School of Osteopathic Medicine. A board-certified family physician, he has a vast knowledge of primary care and medicine with health policy and appreciates the vital role that primary care physicians have in training the next generation of osteopathic physicians. President B. James Dawson announced Kessler following an exhaustive national search and is confident that Kessler is the right person to lead LMU DCOM as it continues to mature and grow. Kessler is a graduate of Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine in Erie, Pennsylvania. He is the former chief academic officer at Cleveland Clinic South Point Hospital and has served in family practice since 2001. Kessler is married to Dr. Iona Kessler, also an accomplished osteopathic family physician, and they have 3 children, Katie, Ethan, and Evan. Well, alumni will experience a significant change to homecoming at Lincoln Memorial this year, as the university has expanded its traditional schedule to include Gather in the Gap, a free outdoor community concert in Cumberland Gap that will start at 4 p.m. on Saturday with local favorite Tazewell Pike opening for Steve Gully and the Cumberland Mountain Music Show. The weekend festivities will begin with the Rail Splitter 5K Night Run and Walk. Registration for the race will begin tonight, Thursday at 6 p.m. and it's $35 for the public and $15 for students, which includes a Rail Splitter t-shirt. The race is sponsored by Crater City Adventure Company and will begin at 7:30. Karaoke and an ice cream social will follow the race on the quad. Friday begins with a Live to Lead simulcast of John Maxwell Leadership Conference at 9 a.m. at the LMU DeBusk College of Osteopathic Medicine. At 2 p.m., the university will dedicate 4 classrooms in the Hamilton Math and Science Building to honor Professors Kermit Bailey, Herman Matthews, and Louis Lutz, who will be honored, as well as LMU DCOM founding Dean Ray Stowers, who have all helped shape generations of rail splitters. At 3 p.m., the university will honor the late trustee, Dr. Edwin Robertson, in the Harrogate City Park with a special dedication. Saturday morning begins with the President's Breakfast, now open to all alumni, and starts at the dining hall at 8:30, where Dr. Dawson will give his State of the School address and take questions from alumni. Following the breakfast will be the induction of 6 new members of the Athletes Hall of Fame, followed by the Family Fun Barbecue on the quad at noon. It will include free food, games, inflatables, and entertainment. The Alumni Association Board meeting will take place at 1 p.m. inside Duke Hall. After that, the sorority tea will take place at 2 p.m. in the Carnegie Vincent Library. The celebration will conclude that afternoon at the Gather in the Gap concert, so be sure to join one of the festivities. The Lincoln Memorial University Carter and Moyer School of Education will present the next installment of its Upholding the Constitution lecture series featuring United States Congressman John J. Duncan Jr. next Friday, October 16th. Duncan's presentation is entitled The Constitution Today. The Founding Fathers Would Be Shocked. Duncan currently serves as ranking member of the House Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure's Highways and Transit Subcommittee. The one-day seminar is open to teacher, pre-service educators, students, legal professionals, and law students. The program will take place from 9 to 1:30 in the Business and Education Building on LMU's main campus in Harrogate. Registration opens at 8 o'clock that morning. The seminar is entirely underwritten and provided to participants at no cost. A continental breakfast, lunch, and all printed materials will be included. Registration, though, is required, and for more information, you can contact Sue England at 423-869-6253. On Wednesday, the Splitters Club held their grand opening and ribbon cutting to officially welcome the eatery back to the campus of Lincoln Memorial University. At the beginning of the semester, Chartwell's Food Services introduced the Splitters Club in place of the former Wow Cafe inside the LMU Student Center. The Splitters Club is open Monday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and Sunday from 4 to 10. Splitters Club is closed on Saturdays. The Splitters Club offers burgers, chicken tenders, burritos, and more. So make sure you stop by to try out their delicious food and welcome them back to LMU. Following the huge success of Paint the Mall Pink last Thursday, Middlesboro Mall continued the events for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A special tree lighting ceremony was held along with a balloon release in honor of breast cancer survivors in the community. The events held are to raise awareness that early detection saves lives. Annual mammograms are essential for women who do not have insurance coverage for mammograms, or for those who have high insurance deductibles. Middlesboro Appalachian Regional Hospital is offering a special rate of $50 throughout the month of October. The cost does include the radiologist report. The next event to be held is a Think Pink event that is planned for staff and visitors to ARH Hospital on October 13th and October 16th. The Middlesboro ARH will be taking part in the Pink Tie Masquerade Ball charity fundraiser to be held at Pine Mountain State Resort Park. Tickets are $50 and can be purchased from Elaine Smith, who can be reached at 606-242-1422. All proceeds from that event will go to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Now be sure you stay with us throughout the rest of the month of October for more great information on how you can help spread the word about breast cancer awareness and help save someone's life. Well, a Harrogate man will remain behind bars with no bond, facing federal charges. 42-year-old Joey Allen Smith was arrested Sunday morning after hours of negotiations following a domestic assault and especially aggravated kidnapping of his ex-wife and their child. According to reports, Smith broke into his ex-wife's home early Sunday morning, holding her at gunpoint. Smith is also charged with possession of a firearm during a dangerous felony and is now charged additionally with possession of a weapon by a convicted felon. It isn't exactly known at this point how authorities were notified about the situation, but officers responded and were able to talk with Smith. He then released his ex-wife and child to the emergency responders while he finally surrendered and was placed under arrest. The alcohol, tobacco, firearms will be taking over the gun charges due to his prior felony conviction of drug charges. He is further charged with aggravated burglary, kidnapping, violation of order of protection, and vandalism over $500. He will remain in custody until facing a federal judge with no bond. But be sure you stay tuned. After this break, Adam Haley is going to be getting you caught up on where you can catch high school football this weekend.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Last Tuesday, the LMU women's volleyball team finished off their 5-game homestand with visiting Mars Hill University. The night got kicked off with pink out activities, and then the Lady Rail Splitters went to work. They started off set 1 on a 12-3 run before rolling up a 25-9 set 1 victory. That was all the confidence the ladies would need on this night as they continued their dominance in sets 2 and 3, winning those 25-12 and 25-13 to sweep the lines back out the door 3-0. LMU finished the night with 31 kills and hit .259 for the night. They'll now set their sights on Greenwood, South Carolina for the South Atlantic Conference versus Peach Belt Conference Challenge this weekend. The LMU soccer teams were at home on Wednesday facing their rivals in Carson-Newman. The LMU women were in need of a win coming in, but the Eagles were not going to have any of it. The Eagles' Varen Ness scored in the 6th minute to give Carson-Newman the early lead. Julian Herrera added another Eagle goal in the 54th minute, as did Nikki McWilliams in the 66th minute, and Carson-Newman went on to win 3-0. The Lady Railsplitters got 13 shots up, but only 2 of them were on goal. The loss drops LMU to 3-4-3 overall and 1-3-2 in conference play. The LMU men were also in need of a win to stay in the thick of the race for the regular season conference championship as they faced the Eagles. Carson-Newman got the scoring started on a penalty kick by Cendre Walo in the 21st minute. LMU got on the board in the first half on Leonardo da Silva's 5th goal of the year in the 33rd minute to tie the game at 1. But the Eagles responded with a goal in the 44th minute by Tom Reed to give Carson-Newman the 2-1 halftime lead. The Railsplitters put up 11 shots in the second half, including 4 on goal, but couldn't find the net and lost to Carson-Newman 2-1. With the loss, LMU falls to 6-2-1 overall and 3-2-1 in conference play. Both soccer teams will be at home this weekend for homecoming when they play host to Newberry College. The ladies will start at 1 p.m. with the men scheduled to play at 3:30 p.m. Both games will be carried by the LMU Sports Network live online at LMURailsplitters.com. Now let's take a look at the upcoming high school football games inside the tri-state area. In Kentucky, Class 2A's 9th-ranked team, Lexington Christian, will be at Bradner Stadium on Friday night to face Middlesboro. Lexington Christian is the 3rd highest scoring team in all of Class 2A in Kentucky with 250 points on the season. And Pineville will be at home hosting Lynn Camp. Both teams will be looking for win number 5 on the season, while Pineville is also looking for their first region win of the year. In Tennessee, Cleveland will be at home for homecoming when they play host to the 5th-ranked team in Class 3A, the Elizabethton Fighting Cyclones. Cumberland Gap will also be at home for homecoming when they play host to South Green. This will be our Old Town Grill game of the week, and pregame coverage on 91.3 FM WLMU will start at 6 p.m. with Spotlight on Tri-State football. Campbell County will be at home facing out-of-state opponent Bell County, Kentucky. The Bobcats will come in ranked 6th in Kentucky's Class 3A poll. And Oneida will travel to Jellicoe for an all-important regional game. A loss for the Blue Devils could all but eliminate them from playoff contention. And finally, in Virginia, the Thomas Walker Pioneers will be hosting out-of-state opponent Hancock County, Tennessee. The Indians are looking for back-to-back wins for the 2nd time this season. Now that's all for sports this weekend, but stay tuned. Joseph Lewis and Tyler Rowlett will be here after the break to let you know what movies are being released this weekend and what concerts are happening around the area when we return to LMU Community TV News.
She couldn't wait.
She had imagined the day for as long as she could remember.
The anticipation had been building.
The shopping, the dress, the jewelry.
Celebrating with her friends would be the sign that they had finally made it.
Only she didn't make it.
According to MAD.org, teen alcohol use kills 4,700 people each year. That's more than all illegal drugs combined.
Car crashes are the leading cause of death for teens, and about a quarter of those crashes involve an underage drinker.
Don't add to these statistics.
Take a stand against underage drinking.
The future is in your hands. Hello, I'm Joseph Lewis, bringing you all the latest information in the world of movies. Coming to theaters this week is Pan, the latest big-screen adaptation of J.M. Barrie's Peter Pan mythos, this time framed by Atonement director Joe Wright as an origin story in which Levi Miller's young Peter finds himself whisked away to Neverland for the first time. There, he encounters Hugh Jackman as the villainous Blackbeard, Rooney Mara as the alluring Tiger Lily, and Garrett Hedlund as his future nemesis, Captain James Hook. Opening in limited release is Big Stone Gap, an independently produced drama from writer-director Adriana Tajani, set and filmed in the Appalachian town of Big Stone Gap, Virginia, located a mere 60 miles away from this LMU campus. Ashley Judd stars as Ave Maria Mulligan, a longtime spinster whose life is turned upside down as long-buried family secrets come to light. Jenna Elfman, Patrick Wilson, Jane Krakowski, and Whoopi Goldberg co-star. Lastly for this week, also in limited release, is 99 Homes, a thriller from Ramin Bahrani, the filmmaker responsible for the critically acclaimed dramas Man Push Cart and Chop Shop. Andrew Garfield stars as a single father faced with eviction by a charismatic but dangerous businessman played by Michael Shannon. In exchange for his own home, Garfield begins taking care of Shannon's dirty work in a deal with the devil of sorts that proves to have terrifying results. Laura Dern co-stars as Garfield's widowed mother. In addition to these new releases, Robert Zemeckis' 3D thriller The Walk will expand from its exclusive IMAX release to a wide release of over 2,500 screens starting this Friday. And as always, be sure to check your local listings for special Thursday night screenings in the area. That's all for today in the world of movies. I'm Joseph Lewis.
Hi, I'm Tyler Rowlett for 91.3 WLMU and LMU Community TV. And here's your concert calendar for the week of October 8th, 2015. On Wednesday, October 14th, country icon Merle Haggard will be at the Tennessee Theater in Knoxville. Known as one of the leaders of the outlaw country movement, the Okie from Muskogee will be making a stop in Knoxville this week. Haggard was one of the artists who defined an era in country music. And for more information on this event, you can visit TennesseeTheater.com. On Thursday, October 15th, Grace Potter will bring her first solo tour to the Tennessee Theater. This tour is in support of her first album without the Nocturnals, Midnight. She's experimenting with new sounds on the record. It's more pop than blues. Unlike her previous work, expect to hear a good mix of songs along with older tunes that diehard fans will know and love. I'm Tyler Rowlett for 91.3 WLMU and LMU Community TV, and that's your concert calendar for the week of October 8th, 2015.
And that is going to do it for your weekend edition of LMU Community TV News. We thank you for joining us. For everyone behind the scenes, I'm Ashley Hurley. We will see you on Monday.